buying ahead of the path of progress is one of the best ways I know to make a ton of money from international real estate. Buy ahead of 3 paths of progress, all hitting in the same place at the same time, and then, you know, you're into a whole different level of opportunity. So let's look at our Caracol opportunity. Our opportunity in Playa Caracol right now is seeing the convergence of 3 major path of progress events. So event number 1. Panama City has been transformed over the past 2 decades. It's now gearing up for the second wave of this transformation. Last year, Panama City's airport opened its new second terminal. Over time, this is going to close to double the capacity of the international airport. This is going to contribute to Panama City continuing to grow, emerge, and evolve as a major international trade and finance hub. So, a couple of things. First of all, this is going to bring more industry, more international executives. Secondly, it's going to bring more tourists. Now, Panama, for the first time, is getting really serious about attracting tourists. It's creating more physical infrastructure in the airport to welcome them. It's also introduced this whole new tax code, which is creating incentives for developers to create tourism and resort accommodation and infrastructure. So we're going to see more tourists, more international business people. We're going to see Panama continue to evolve as a regional and international hub for multinationals and international business people. Then we're seeing the path of progress. We're seeing Panama grow to the west. So we're seeing new roads, new bridges, new connectivity that's opening up the Riviera along Panama's Pacific coast. So this is a major transformational event to this area. It's going to become more accessible, easier to get to from the airport, easier to get to from the city for weekend breaks, and also easier to commute from that area back in towards town. So this is combining with the other transformational event of work from home, where people either work from home all the time, or they only go into their office for 1 or 2 or 3 days a week. So more people can now live and work outside of town. So more of those international executives, more of those folks who are working in the high-paying multinational sector, they're going to be able to live out at the beach. So we've got Panama City at a macro level growing, attracting more industry, more tourists. We've got the improved infrastructure and accessibility moving along the coast, opening up that area around Caracol. Then in Playa Caracol, so first of all, Playa Caracol is the closest beach this nice to Panama City. You know, sure, just on the edge of town you've got some beaches, but they're kind of in the canal estuary, so they're a bit muddy. The first place you get those wide open stretches of beautiful tan and silver beach, that's at Caracol. So this is the closest beach this nice to Panama City. And historically, this whole area was just leapfrogged because the highway just zoomed past down towards Coronado. But when Alfredo Aleman got involved, when he found this land, when he spotted the opportunity, he, along with other landowners, was able to improve accessibility. They were able to pave the road. They were able to get electricity brought out here. So that was the first trigger event. The beach here became accessible. The potholes were filled. And now the new and maybe the most transformational path of progress event is that now that 300 plus condos have been delivered at Playa Caracol. The developer, Alfredo Aleman, is steaming ahead with plans to create a new town center right on the beach. So this town center is going to include an event center for corporate events and for weddings. It's going to include a pueblito, or a town center, with, you know, everything you could imagine, from a surf school to golf simulators, to a whole selection of restaurants and entertainment options. So all of a sudden, this area is going to be transformed from beach condos to a true living, breathing environment, to a true Panama's true beach town. So there you have it. You've got the convergence of Panama's transformation, the accessibility moving along the coast to Caracol, and then in Caracol itself, the creation of this infrastructure for living, the types of amenities that people will want and need to live and vacation on the beach. Bring them all together, marry them up with our just incredible entry price of $137,000, and that's why we've got, in my opinion, one of the best opportunities that's crossed my desk maybe ever. And again, these are the reasons why I too am buying alongside RITA members at this opportunity.